Hi guys, today we have with us Mr. Sandeepan Reddy. He's a great entrepreneur and a financial professionalist. Sir, we are grateful to have you with us. So the first question that I have for you is, what motivated you to start SNS Wealth Advisory LLP, and what gap did you see in the financial advisory space for SMEs that others were not addressing?
So, thank you for getting me on this podcast. I think this is my first podcast. I've never been there into this space. Coming back to the questions, it was 20 years back that I started on this. So the journey was, I was working as with the government of Maharashtra as an employee with government of Maharashtra, and one fine day I thought of starting on my own. And being in Mumbai and being in the capital of India, the finance capital of India, I thought of going into stock markets. So the last 20 years, we have helped our investors to invest in stock markets, gain the wealth that they were looking out. So we have seen all the ups and downs. My journey actually, if you say it's post the pandemic, where we started helping SMEs to track their journey to raise equity from stock markets. So we help them to list on stock markets, and
Okay.
that is where most of the satisfaction comes from, helping an entrepreneur to raise funds for his expansion or scaling up.
That was a beautiful journey, sir.
Yes.
Sir, you work closely with SMEs preparing for IPOs. So, what are the most common financial or mindset mistakes small businesses make before going public?
So, being specific to SMEs, there are three things which I really look into. The mindset of an SME is always on the scarcity of funds. So, they start on a small scale, and once they go to a typical level, their growth has stopped. The reason is they don't have funds. The banks have already exhausted their limits, and then they have to build on teams, they have to expand, they have to see the newer market. So the first thing, the mindset of the SME has to think in a different way. They feel that going to IPO is you are as good as selling your company. It is not that, because if you see, most of the profitable companies are listed on stock markets. So when I sit with SMEs, I tell them, you look, selling your 10% or 15% stake to the investors is not that selling that your company. You are raising an equity at a lower cost and creating wealth for the stakeholders. So the first part is changing the blueprint of wealth they want to create, and that is very hard at present, because the government of India has started an exchange for SMEs. It's a different exchange. There's one is the main board exchange, and the other one is the SME exchange. And there they have, the compliance is a bit relaxed. They are not so stringent as on the main board. So when we tell the SMEs that yes, you have an opportunity, because listing will create visibility entire India, or otherwise you are known locally only. Suppose you are in one of the MIDC's areas, you are known for that only. But when you are listed, you are pan India. So the second part we tell you ki your visibility increases. So when your visibility increases, your credibility increases, and that is where people will start recognizing you. So these are the three things which we tell. And if you see the stats, the SME segment is around 3 lakh companies in India, and only 1,000 companies have been listed as of today. So that's a long way for India to go,
Yes.
or the SMEs to think they are way ahead of raising equity.
Surely, sir, after hearing what you said, it genuinely makes sense. Sir, you are involved in both finance and education. How do you think early financial literacy can shape better entrepreneurs and investors in the future?
If you see on the education part, in the 2011, when I started thinking, after 7 8 years, I come from a very small town called Ambejogai, which is in Beed district. And I did my schooling from there. Then I did my engineering from Sambhajinagar, and then I did my MBA. Then I went back to my hometown. I thought we have to do something. So that is where we started Synergy Group of Schools. So at present we have 3 CBSE schools and 21 preschools, and all of them are rural. And the best part, I being an entrepreneur, we have a 100-member team which takes care of the entire systems there at Ambejogai. So in 2015-16 we started financial literacy in schools. So if you 7th standard onwards, weekly there are 2 periods of finance for the students.
Okay, sir.
And then over a period of 2-3 years we started finance exhibitions. So students put up whatever they have learned in finance, they have put up and they explain to the parent community or other things, and there they have trained. So my school students can know the difference between a good loan and a bad loan, different set of assets, what are liabilities. So you need to bridge both of them, the education and the finance, if you want to go ahead, because India is the 3rd largest economy as of today, and I feel in the next 10 or 15 years we can be the 2nd largest economy.
Surely, sir. Surely we
Yeah.
will be, sir. Sir, how do platforms like ESFE, Education or Expose help bridge the gap between academic learning and real world financial learning?
This is one of the best platforms. Why I look into 2 aspects. One is you get to network with the best of best. People visit, somebody wants to have an innovation, because we always talk about core values is tradition plus innovations. Tradition has to be there, you have to innovate. So when platforms like, they give a leverage, like when I visit, I think this is out of the 5th edition I visited already 4. So every year I visit, and then I get connected to the fellow members. Then we discuss what's happening, what's there. The second, the stalls or the service providers that they take now, we get to see them at one place. So whenever I come here, I see to that what are my requirements. So once I know, okay, these are my requirements, and I come to this and I have long discussions with them, and it helps. So platforms like exhibitions, ESFE has been one of the core thing for my growth in my schools also. So most of the vendors, I know a few vendors, they provide resources to a school. So these platforms are really good. One is to expand your network, see where the education industry is heading. So this will help us to work on the next path of our schools. So
Surely, sir.
that's the best part which we.
Thank you so much, sir. It's great having you with us. Thank you for sharing such great insights with us. It will stay with us throughout.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Mark your calendars. October 6th, 7th and 8th. NESCO, Mumbai, the center of the educational universe. The biggest names are already there. Are you? Secure your spot. Register now at 9892227245 or visit our website.